Yeah. Hey yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Phil and Leroy the Judgmental Podcast,
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Phil.
and I'm Leroy. All right, we're going to Jacksonville, Florida, where Shane Payne Jr. is accused of killing his father with another teen in 2022, then killing that teen 3 days later. The warrant he got on him lists charges of 2 counts of second-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder. This guy's living like a movie. Here's the report.
Our top story tonight at 11, this teenager who you're about to see accused in his father's death and the death of his accomplice. Today, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office announced new charges against Shane Payne Jr.
He was already in jail for an unrelated case, and our Andrew Badillo is on your side looking into the suspect. Andrew?
Yeah, Shane Payne Jr. was already in the Duval County Jail when he was served Tuesday with those additional murder charges. One for the role police say he played in the murder of his father, Shane Payne Sr. Now, 3 days after Shane Payne Sr.'s death in August of 2022, police say that Shane Payne Jr. then killed the man who murdered his father. The Jacksonville Sheriff's Office says on August 3rd, 2022, in northwest Jacksonville, 16-year-old Timothy Dixon shot and killed Shane Payne Sr. According to investigators, Dixon received help from Payne's son, Shane Payne Jr. On August 6th, off Ortega Farms Boulevard, JSO says Dixon was killed by Payne Jr., who was 15 at the time.
It's rare that you see something.
That's where they was going to do the money exchange. Yeah, I got the money for you. And that's when they met up.
Like that in a 15-year-old.
First Coast News crime and safety expert Ken Jefferson says Payne Jr. was tying up loose ends.
When he killed Timothy Dixon, who killed his father, he wanted to kill the witness.
JSO says it learned from Dixon's phone records he and Payne Jr. were very close friends. Dixon's call records also showed several calls between the two.
Then he's living like a movie, but yet he's they they texting and calling each other as if the police can't look at their phone records.
Mm-hmm.
The night Payne Sr. was killed. The teen also called Dixon 4 times within the hour Dixon was killed. Detectives interviewed Payne Jr. about Dixon's murder. Investigators say the 15-year-old was getting his hair cut the night Dixon died. According to police, that alibi was refuted and concluded Dixon and Payne Sr.'s killings were related. Almost a year and a half after the murders, Payne Jr., now 17, was arrested on several felony charges, including kidnapping with a firearm. In December
Damn menace to society.
Yep, he's a one-man crime wave.
And I don't understand why he get a second-degree murder. That should be first degree because it was premeditated. He called the guy up knowing he was going to kill him when he linked up.
Yep.
Shortly after his arrest, police say they interviewed Payne Jr. again, but how they identified him as their suspect is heavily redacted.
A person can be incarcerated and they can be implicated in another crime while they're incarcerated. Once police get information that's relative to that, they'll follow up on it.
Well, JSO did not say what Payne Jr.'s motives were. His next court appearance is set for next Tuesday. Live outside the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, Andrew Badillo, First Coast News on your side.
All right, we go on to Houston, Texas, back again to Houston, Texas, where a former Lamar consolidated ISD teacher is under investigation for allegedly shooting sexually explicit videos of herself inside an elementary school classroom. Now, the first report is just they're talking about the case.
Former Lamar Consolidated ISD teacher is under investigation for allegedly shooting explicit videos of herself in.
Like I say, the mentality of people today is like, you can.
Man, you saying this today. I'm saying it's always been around. It's just been brought to the forefront now because they got fucking everybody got cameras, everybody got phones. It's easy to report shit.
inside a classroom.
Yeah, the district says she resigned months ago for unspecified reasons.
Meaning that they already knew this was going to come
It
out.
was
when
on
they
her
fired
ass, so
her.
she resigned.
Right, right.
But the
They good at acting like they don't know shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. No, she left months ago for another reason. Yeah, you already knew this was coming out.
videos are just coming to light. Jason Miles live at district headquarters with new reaction. Jason.
Let me start by saying these videos are way too graphic to show on TV, so we're not showing them.
No,
we're
they're
also
not.
not identifying this teacher because she has not been charged with any crime, but the district is now investigating. Schools out all over Lamar CISD, but a former teacher's alleged activities during the school year are what brought community activists to Gray Elementary, where they claim they took place.
We have shocking video.
Candace Matthews and Quanell X say it shows the former teacher exposing herself inside a classroom.
And also a second video of her doing this porn video in the school bathroom during school hours.
It is unclear who the videos were meant for or how widely they may have been shared.
If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do?
Lamar CISD.
How y'all doing? I'm Investigator Quimby.
Got copies of the videos after today's news conference, which the district also observed. I later got a statement which reads in part, quote, "Our officers have opened an investigation and upon initial review do not believe that children were present during the filming of the videos. However, the investigating officer is working to verify the timestamp and circumstances surrounding the recordings."
Are you serious?
Parent Barbara Villarreal pulled up to find out what was going on.
As a parent of a child that attends LCISD school district, that is unbelievable.
Activists are calling for, among other things, the former teacher's license to be revoked.
This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again.
Meanwhile, the district says if it finds out that criminal behavior or unethical violations have occurred, it will engage the appropriate agencies.
Isn't that unethical for you to be making videos inside of a schoolroom when you could have just did it in your own damn house?
Mm-hmm.
And we learned today that this former teacher actually resigned back in February for unspecified reasons, and the district nor the campus there knew anything about these videos, though, until today.
Bullshit.
I did reach out to this teacher after getting her name, but have not heard back. Reporting live from Rosenberg, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
Certainly unsettling accusations there in Lamar CISD. Jason, thanks for the update.
All right, now this next report is where our boy Quantrell X was doing a press conference with the lady. I don't know her name. He's talking about what was going on in the video, and we have the video. As Philip already said, how it wasn't that graphic as my man tried to make it out to be. But still bad though. I'm not justifying her, but here's it.
You really can't make this stuff up. It is absolutely appalling, shameful, and frightening that these are the type of educators that are in an elementary school teaching our children. But now we got a teacher in the classroom on school hours, stripping down butt naked, bending over, and showing everything on the video, and all you could see was cellulite hanging in pubic hair. This is a disgrace. And
my boy Cruncho, he studied that video. If he sees cellulite and pubic hair, he was studying that thing too.
A shame that this is the type of educator and teacher that is in the
with her damn school ID badge on too, by the way, showing her chest.
Classroom. And she made multiple videos. Yes, the district was unaware until we brought this to their attention.
The district wasn't unaware, sir. They knew all about it.
If she would do this in the classroom, what else will she do? This woman obviously had lost her damn mind. She needs psychotropic medication. She pulls out her breast and she's juggling them. Look like she's about to fall over. Then she bends over and pulls down her panties, spreads her cheeks. I'm not lying. I'm telling you what's on the video.
Oh, I know these people was laughing at him when he was doing his press conference.
Yeah, I'd have been dying.
Her cheeks. This is madness. This woman should never, ever be allowed to be an educator. This woman should never be allowed to work around children ever again. And I believe that if a thorough investigation takes place, you can find something criminally to bring her into a courtroom for. Because I've seen law enforcement put parents in courtrooms for far much less than this. If we can put Donald Trump in the courtroom and find something to prosecute him for, don't tell me we can't find something to prosecute this woman for. This is sad. This is madness. This is filth at its finest.
Period. You know, this is not a place for that. You do not sexualize our children. You don't come with that sexualized type behavior on any type of school campus. You keep that mess in your bedroom. So like I said, your porn days is over, sis. You're doing too much.
Well, all right. The next video is her on the news. This woman is being interviewed on the news.
The teacher?
Yes.
Now, this is a story that many people are talking about. The former Lamar CISD teacher who had her explicit video leaked, and she's speaking out.
Yeah, this story is really unbelievable. She is admitting to recording the video, but said she is being targeted by an angry ex. Fox 26's Jonathan McKeon.
And why would you record that shit anyway? No, that's number one. It's not okay if you want to record video to your boyfriend. Why you ain't do that shit in your own house?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you showing titties, showing him video of your titties with your school ID badge on? And anyway, and another thing, the dude ain't give a shit about her from the jump anyway, because if that was my girl and we was in a committed monogamous relationship and she was doing that, I would tell her to stop with showing your school ID badge and all that stuff and doing all that stuff in the classroom. Now you want to do the shit at home, that's different.
With what that woman is saying tonight. Jonathan.
I spoke with the woman who did not want to be identified. She tells me she regrets taking that video for her ex-boyfriend's pleasure and is now claiming...
And no, that's not us. I don't know what the hell this dude like mic'd herself wrong or whatever, but you can hear the highway more than you can hear him speak. No, that's not us.
...be a victim of revenge porn.
I made some poor decisions.
We already seen your face, ma'am. You might as well just go ahead and just let them see your face.
Throughout my relationship, and it's now come back and haunting me.
A former elementary music teacher at Lamar CISD is speaking out in hopes of clearing her name. She did admit to taking the sexually explicit video while at school to send to her boyfriend at the time, but says he exposed her because she no longer wants to stay in the relationship and financially support him.
He said, okay, you want to go down this route? I will send you out any pictures or videos that you had sent to me to the school.
The woman alleges she was one of many girlfriends the man had, and all fell victim to his lies. She claimed...
Oh, there you go right there, what we just said. So the ex-boyfriend sent a video to the school. So how in the world that Quantrell and the lady notified the school of these videos when she just said that the guy sent it to the school? Yeah, exactly what we were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because they good at acting like they don't know what's going on or what's this about and everything.
Her ex-boyfriend lost a job and was living out of the car that they bought together.
That was the relationship that me and him had, and he was like, you know, it would be hot as if you did this. It was all like pressuring me to do things. And
oh my goodness, play the victim now.
Right.
Loved him. I would do anything for him.
The reports of her in-school videos went viral.
You ain't let him move in with you.
Activists
I do anything for him. He living in the car.
And in the school district to do more.
Stripping down butt naked, bending over, and showing everything.
And the women had words for both Quanell X and Dr. Candace Matthews.
I am disappointed that with one story, you decided that you wanted to let a man ruin my life. You don't know me, you don't know my story, and I'm really disappointed in individuals that have come after me now.
The former teacher says love blinded her, and while she knows that does not excuse her actions, she says she shouldn't be judged for her mistake.
No one should ever judge a person based off of a mistake. No one should ever assume that because I did this, because it was meant for one person, that defies the person that I am, that defies the teacher that I am.
She's speaking out so young girls and women learn from her situation and not lose everything for a man.
Don't send them anything. Do not
There they go, like you said, being the victim again. It's not her fault, it's his fault.
expose yourself. Do not do anything in public or at work. It's definitely something that I'll never do again.
The woman has filed a police report and is looking to press charges against her ex-boyfriend, and she tells me she is currently suspended from her jobs until her name is clear of any wrongdoing. I'm live in Rosenberg. Jonathan Mejia, Fox 26 News.
Well, we going to Thoroux, Louisiana. I know I'm pronouncing this wrong. Where a 15-year-old girl who law enforcement says was tortured by her own mother, LaTonya Harris, and her mother's boyfriend, Terrence Washington. Now, here's the report. There's more to it than what I just said, but here's the report.
The 15-year-old girl who law enforcement says was tortured by her own mother and her mother's boyfriend remains in the hospital.
According to the sheriff, the abuse went undetected because the teen was homeschooled. Eleanor Tabone has more.
It's a case that's shocking even the most experienced law enforcement professionals.
I have children. I have grandchildren. And I know I'd protect them with my whole life. And for somebody to do that to their child, just can't even put it to words or understand.
Terrebonne Parish Sheriff Tim Saunier says in April, LaTonya Harris and Terrence Washington, a 15-year-old girl...
Is it Terrebonne? I guess that's how you
and another
pronounce
child
it.
had left Louisiana and had a car accident in Baytown, Texas. The sheriff says when Texas authorities arrived at the accident, they found the 15-year-old girl suffering from multiple gunshot wounds and 30% of her body had 3 to 4 degree burns. The sheriff says Washington shot the teen twice on 2 separate days and she was denied medical treatment. He says the burns were inflicted by her own mother.
In mid-February 2024, the juvenile female was burned after LaTonya Harris had learned of a sexual assault committed on the juvenile by Terrence Washington.
So mama's boyfriend, yeah, what we always talk about, causing havoc, messing around with the daughter and all that stuff. So I don't even buy that the dude shot her. I think the mom shot her.
Harris burned the juvenile with flammable liquid and a lighter.
The Department of Children...
So damn, she did a damn, what, she threw alcohol on her and set her on fire?
Something, kerosene or something.
and Family Services said the teen sustained gunshot wounds to her chest, left lower cheek area and near her eye. The child lost her left eye due to the gunshot wound to the face. When asked how the abuse went unnoticed, the sheriff said
they were homeschooled.
According to the State Department of Education, parents need to get approval from the state to homeschool their kids. If approved, parents have to...
Yeah, this homeschooling shit. Now, what they should do, there's nothing wrong with homeschooling your child, but what they should do is every year that the kid need a medical report from the doctor, you know, that a doctor checked over the kids and saying, you know, they're okay and all that stuff. Because if they would have done all that, if they would have needed a medical slip or whatever, they would have seen that the kid was being abused. But since she's being homeschooled, it's like, hey, you know, nobody's watching this child.
Right.
To select and use curriculum to teach their child, as well as determine the child's grade placement. Parents also have...
And then she's torturing and beating this kid. Was the kid being homeschooled? Like, what's her grades about?
To submit home study applications to the State Department for approval.
Caught us by surprise like anybody else.
DCFS said in April of 2013 there was physical abuse with the mother as the perpetrator concerning the child. The family was referred for outside services. Then in April of 2014 there was another case of physical abuse with the mother as the perpetrator concerning the child. The child was placed in foster care for a short period of time as a result of the April 2014 investigation. The family received in-home services once...
So the kid was being abused in 2014. And they
got a history of that shit, and she still was getting away with it.
Right, and they still let her homeschool the kid.
The child returned home following the removal in April of 2014. According to the Sheriff's Office, the teen remains in hospital. Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
Yeah, the state dropped the ball on that one. It's like nobody gave a shit.
Nope.
So we going to Troy, Michigan, where Rihanna Valentine randomly attacked a 10-year-old girl by slamming her head into the cookie display in the mall. So here's the video. This was in February, so you're gonna see snow and coat and winter coats and everything.
I think collectively the reaction is, wait, what? Well, allegedly, a 10-year-old girl was attacked out of nowhere by a woman as she waited at the Mrs. Fields cookie location inside of Somerset Mall.
It's ridiculous, uncalled for, immoral.
You can tell by her tone she's a mom.
You can't turn off that mama bear, can you? Never.
Denise was enjoying a Mrs. Fields cookie Wednesday when we told her what happened out here this week. A group of 10-year-olds making their cookie selection when...
And all of a sudden, one of the 10-year-olds got pushed face first into the kind of the display where the in front of the food is.
The suspect, a woman, actually allegedly grabbed the child's head and smashed it into the glass.
God
Didn't
damn.
break, but she hit very hard.
Was shaken up and kind of hurt and bruised, and kind of turned around right away and was like, what the heck was that? And we started crying.
Then this part makes your blood boil.
That person kind of started laughing and like it was a big joke, and then kind of made their way through the mall.
24 hours later, police would learn the alleged attacker, 25-year-old Rihanna Valentine. The Guardian, with a group of little girls, told security who reviewed surveillance footage. A day after it happened, no shame, Valentine came back to Somerset to make a return when she was spotted by that same security and Troy police, then arrested.
I think the
boy, she's stupid. You can't get no dumber than that.
What? They don't say why she did it?
No. We'll hear.
Walked by and saw the kids standing there and thought it would be funny to kind of show off to the group they were with.
For that, a misdemeanor charge for simple assault released on personal bond. But the kicker, the judge put Valentine on a tether, a rarity for this charge, and no glaring priors.
I've been here 27 years, and we've never had incidents like that.
Longtime food court employee John says the mall is safe. People, though, there's something else.
I would thought since COVID, people would change and things would be, back to normal, but it seems that it has gotten worse.
Hey, getting dumber by the day. See how he proving with?
Please.
I did reach out to Valentine multiple times to get her side of the story. Maybe she has a different take. We did not hear back in time for this story. Reporting in Troy, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Why did she get slapped on the wrist for assaulting a kid? That don't make sense.
Right. Now, this next report is the actual child that head was rammed into the cookie display. And she'll talk about, the question you just asked.
The car ride back, oh my gosh, it was terrible. I was so dizzy. I was actually really tired too.
Go ahead, girl. You learning to get your money, but I don't think you're gonna get any money from that woman there. But nice try.
10-year-old Sophia Simpson, still not herself ever since a fun trip to Somerset Mall last Friday with friends and one of their dads. It took a turn at the food court.
Where was the dad
Mrs.
at?
Fields cooked.
No, it wasn't her dad. It
Right,
was
but where was the dad? One of the kids' dads, but where was they at?
He was there.
And he just let this girl assault the kid and then walk away.
I guess they probably, try to run down and try to get the police involved, and the girl gave the description and all that stuff. That's how they knew it was her when she came back again. Because
she should have got hemmed up right then and there. He should have fucking tackled her on the ground and held her down for the cops to come. There's cameras, there's witnesses, everything.
So I checked my phone, and then just that woman came up and hit my head against the glass. I started crying, and then she turns around, she starts laughing at me, and then she puts on her mask and runs away.
Police would later identify the woman as 25-year-old Rihanna Valentine.
Like, she took her hand on the back of my neck and slammed it into the glass.
Damn.
Valentine now charged with a misdemeanor and on tether for the attack.
Like, why? I don't know why. I mean, I didn't do anything to her.
It's the million-dollar question.
For a grown woman to hit a child is just doesn't make sense to me. I can't understand why she would do that.
Even mall security and Troy police only have theories. One thing is for sure, surveillance video shows Sophia did nothing wrong.
They reviewed the footage from when the woman first walked in the mall all the way to where the incident occurred, and they said there was nothing. There's no explanation for why she did this.
Her parents, Nick and Brittany Simpson, were out of the country when this happened. Imagine that call.
Just shocked. I mean, I had to sit down and try to collect my nerves, and a little angry, and everything was just all at once.
Little Sophia, all 40 pounds of her, wiped away tears and was able to give security a description of Valentine, who came back to the mall a day later. That's when police moved in, making the arrest.
Now it can't happen to anybody else.
We talked to Troy police about this, Captain Josh Jones. He says the only theory that he can come up with is that maybe Brianna Valentine was trying to show off for the people that she was with, maybe a joke or something like that. But we're talking about a 25-year-old woman here. What is no joke is that she is now on tether for a misdemeanor charge.
What does tether mean?
Do?
House
I have
arrest?
no idea. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Well, all right, y'all. You can reach the Judgmentals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgmentals, Instagram at _Judgmentals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. All right, Phil.
All right, peace out, y'all.
Most of y'all is associates, so I be on my dolo. Hold up, walk that, whoa, hold the phone. You think all I do is rap? I can do it on my own. That's why I produce the track. Don't wonder where my crew is at. They'll be back. Niggas